Well, here we are, guys. It's time to start seeds. Today is March 22nd. I'm going to start some warm season vegetable seeds. Even though I do have these golden beets, these could just go directly in the garden, but I put them here so I don't forget them. So I'm going to do these kind of beans. And these are bush beans, so they're not going to travel and turn into this big viney thing. I got my groups of flowers here. I got calendula and the Cosmic Candy Mix, Candy Floss. You know, I want to have more flowers in the garden this year to see if I could attract more pollinators. Oh my gosh, I hope these turn out just like this. My favorite color is orange, and these are like so beautiful. But this is what I'm going to try. Then I got this watermelon, and some of these things I got at Baker's Creek. This is supposed to be a dwarf one that's like a bush because I don't want it traveling. I hope that does well. And then I got my Cuban pepper seeds. And I think these are giant onions. I need to look at my catalog and see if those are the ones. Then I want to try some, it's like a pink eggplant, and it comes out like a rose, like a bush. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is a giant mammoth. Mammoth beet. No, I don't know if it's gonna grow like this, but I had to get it because the curiosity is just killing me. Can you imagine it grows that big? I mean, what do I do with it? If it's edible, I'll probably eat some of it, but the rest will probably go to the worms. I mean, I wouldn't know what to do with something that big, but it's gonna be fun to try to grow that. And this also came from Baker's Creek. Then I have these tomato seeds that I had imported from, where the heck did they come from? I don't know if it's Netherlands, somewhere up there. I'd have to look. But these tomatoes actually come from Mexico, and they're Talacula. I don't know. They're shaped really strange, so I thought I'd get them and see what they're gonna be like. Then last year I grew some heirloom tomatoes that were giant. I got these seeds from, you know, I forget where I get some of these seeds because I buy them from overseas. And these tomatoes really grew huge. I mean, they were beautiful. So I'm going to do the classic, you know, beef steak and this millionaire one that looks heirloom because you see the little lines in it. Now, this is one that I'm curious to see how it's going to turn out. It's going to be a giant tomato, like a big one, but it's going to be green. And I wonder if it stays green or will it turn red after a while. I don't know. We're going to see this. So these are some of the things I'm going to try. And I have my growing things here and my heat lamps. So we're going to try this and see what happens. I'll keep you guys updated. So I have some regular potting soil here. And I'm going to add water to this to get it moist because it's easier to put the dirt in these things moist already. That way if you use a little seed, if you put it in the dry soil and then you try to wet it, it's going to drown the seed, or the seed might overflow and go into another little container. I've done these things. This is why I tell you, because I don't want you to make the same mistakes I have. So I have some regular, you know, potting soil here. So let me show you the castings that I have. I store my castings in this container, and yes, I put a lid on it. I mean, it's not super sealed, but it's okay. It keeps some castings moist, but not like soaking. And you know, I still find eggs in here, and I still find worms in here, but you know, what am I gonna do? There, see, there's some worms. So what I do is I add like a scoop or two to this mix. That way I can start my seeds. Can't put too much because castings it's really strong, and I don't want to like overwhelm the seeds when they're starting out. So this is what I'm going to do now, and then I'm going to put them in here and start planting and then labeling everything. Please label everything. One year I thought, well, I'm not going to label anything, and I didn't remember. I didn't remember where I planted what until things started really growing, and then I recognized it. That was like, that was the year of the mystery garden. So please, please label things. Look at my wormies. Hi, wormies. Okay. So I've been putting the dirt and the castings in here, and I add some water to it. till things are moist, but not like dripping. And let me give you a little tip. If you use warm water, it breaks up the soil faster, especially if it has like peat moss, because peat moss will drink the soil, but it's kind of hard to get it to absorb it first. If you use warm water, it works a lot faster. And you see I'm filling up the little trays as I go. And then the next step will be to start putting the seeds in. And I'll show you a little trick that I do with the seeds also. So I'm starting with these Tellicula tomatoes, and then this is a little seed. So basically you just pop it down and you just press it in a little bit and put a little bit of soil on it. And basically that's it. Little seeds, you don't have to go that deep because they're never going to sprout all the way up. Bigger seeds, you go a little further down. Anyway, this is my garden planned out, but this is not what I wanted to show you. I mean, if you want to look at it, go ahead. I want to show you the trick with the seeds. So a lot of people ask me, well, how do you know how deep to go? And this is a trick. You see these seeds? These are, what the heck are they? Bush bean seeds. So when you put 3 seeds together, this is the depth that you plant this seed. And you can do that with any seed that's a little larger. Obviously, a tomato seed, you don't have to, because you just push it down a little bit. But watermelon seeds, pumpkin seeds, same thing. You just put 3 together, and this is how far down you go for that seed. It's a good little tip. I've been using it for years. Look how little chamomile seeds are. They are tiny. So these little things, basically you just take them and you sprinkle them on top. Sprinkle, just a little sprinkle, and then you put a little bit of dirt on the top. So look, as you can see, I sprinkled them lightly on the top, and what you do is you take just a little bit of soil and you just go like this. You tap it down, and that's it. That's all you do for chamomile. When you're outside, I wouldn't plant them on a windy day, because I'm telling you, they're just gonna go flying and you're gonna lose them, or you might end up having chamomile everywhere. So here we are. I have all my flower mixes planted and my veggie mixes up here. I didn't put anything here yet because honestly I don't know what I'm gonna put. So now I gotta adjust my lights, which is up here. I've had these grow lights. These are called Jump Smart. I've had them for years. I usually put it, I'll adjust this when I have another hand. I usually put this a little closer, and I watch them closely that they don't dry out, because underneath I have the heating mat. See? So they could easily dry out. But these trays, if you fill it up with water from the bottom, the dirt will absorb the water through the soil, so it'll be okay. So I'm gonna lower this now, and then I also have them on a timer. They're gonna go off at like 6 in the morning. Well, they're gonna turn on at 6 in the morning and turn off around 7 p.m. and that's how I do it every year, and it seems to work. All right, guys, I did it all. My gosh, I'm tired. My back hurts. Ta-da, ta-da! These are all my seeds. We're going to see what's going to happen. I have everything on timers. My lights and my heat pads. I did do 2 more rows of the orange calendula because, oh, I just love orange. It has to be all over my garden. So anyway, subscribe, like, share my channel. And we're going to see how this is all going to grow. And I will keep you guys updated. Thank you for watching.